Om Shri Gurupyo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. My humble salutations to our beloved Guruji. Yes, my dear friends, the previous episode was a beautiful episode where the demon Kamsa sends Akrura to Vrindavana to bring Krishna and Balrama to Mathura. There was a great planning happening to kill Krishna and Balrama at Mathura. So Akrura was sent. But Akrura, being a great devotee of the Lord, goes and explains the situation, and Lord smilingly accepts to come to Mathura. Going forward, this episode, Krishna leaves Vrindavana. The gopis soon learned the real reason why Akrura had come to Vrindavana. He was going to take their Krishna away to Mathura. They were terrified, their disturbed hearts beat very fast and they could not stop crying. Tears fell from their eyes in rivers down their cheeks. They talked to each other all about Krishna's sweet smile and remembered his joking words and talking with them. Oh, how they loved him. If Krishna like Mathura, he may even want to stay there and never want to come back to Vrindavana. Then we will never see our Krishna again. We will not be able to live even for a moment. They sobbed. It was not fair. How could Akrura be so cruel to take Krishna away from them? They loved Krishna more than anything in the world. The gopis were determined to stop him from leaving Vrindavana. They went out together that night and stood in the middle of the road so they could stop Krishna's chariot when it passed that way in the morning. They spent the whole night crying and talking only about Krishna. We saw Krishna come home every day with his brother Balrama, his friends and cows. His face would be smeared with dust and a big smile. We loved to listen to him playing his flute when he came back with the cows. He called us with his flute for the wonderful rasa dance. He has already taken away our hearts in so many ways throughout our days and nights. If he goes away, what will we do? They cried very loudly, calling Krishna's different pet names. Oh dear Damodara! Oh dear Madhava! The gopis cried all night. As soon as the sun came up in the next morning, Akrura finished his bath and got ready to drive the chariot to Mathura with Krishna and Balrama. Nanda Maharaja and the cowherd men got upon their bullock carts. They loaded their carts with big clay pots full of yogurt, milk, ghee, and milk sweets and followed behind Krishna and Balrama's chariot. When the gopis saw them coming, they blocked the middle of the road and surrounded Krishna's chariot. Their eyes were red and wet with tears. They begged him, "Please do not leave Vrindavana." Krishna loved the gopis very much and was so very sorry to see how sad they were to see him go. "Please do not worry," he said, "and please do not cry. I have some important work to do in Mathura. It will not take very long. Then I am coming right back to all of you in Vrindavana." Slowly the chariot began to move, and the gopis watched it as far as they could see. When they could not see the chariot anymore, they watched the flag on top of it until it also disappeared. Finally, they could only see the clouds of dust following the chariot far, far away. All the gopis stood in one place until they could not even see the dust anymore. Stood so still and quiet for such a long time. They looked, but Krishna was gone. They were so sure that Krishna was never coming back. With sad hearts, they went back home. They were so disturbed that Krishna was gone. They began to think only of all the special things Krishna had done in Vrindavana. All day and night they remembered him. And actually, when they were remembering, they felt a little better. Akrura drove Lord Krishna and Balrama to the Yamuna river very quickly. Krishna and Balrama went in for a swim and a drink of the clear water. They got up on the chariot again and rested underneath the shade of some very big trees. Akrura went into the Yamuna river while they rested. While he stood in the water, Akrura suddenly saw both Krishna and Balrama in the water too. He was surprised. How can they be in the water now when I just left them sitting on the chariot? He thought. Amazed, he ran back from the river to look again, and there they were sitting on the chariot as he had left them before. When he saw them on the chariot, he began to wonder, did I really see them in the water? He went back again to the river. This time, he saw Krishna and Balrama, and not just them, and also so many demigods, Siddhas, Charanas, and Gandharvas, all offering prayers to them. They stood with folded hands before Lord Krishna, who lay down on the lap of Lord Balrama, who had taken his forms as Lord Seshanaga with thousands of hoods. Seshanaga was covered with blue clothes, and his necks were all white, just like Balrama's. Krishna had 4 hands, and his eyes were like the beautiful reddish petals of the lotus flower. With folded hands and humble voice, Akrura prayed, My dear Lord Krishna, let me pay my respectful obeisance unto you, because you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are in the hearts of everyone, and no one can imagine how wonderful you are. Please watch over me and protect me, my Lord. Akrura looked again, and then suddenly the Lord was gone. Akrura got out of the water and went to the chariot where Krishna and Balrama were sitting in the shade. He looked at them for a long time, surprised and amazed. Krishna asked him, Have you seen something wonderful, uncle? Akrura answered, My Lord, my dear Lord, all the wonderful things in the world are given by you. So when I have seen you, I have seen all the wonderful things there are. Then Akrura got upon the chariot and they left for Mathura. Thus ends this beautiful chapter. I hope you all liked it. I loved it. And if you like it, do not forget to give us a like. And if you're new to our channel, do subscribe as we are adding verses from Srimad Bhagavatam in our shorts. In divine service, this is Lakshmi Srinivasan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bow to the Supreme, peace be with all. Hari Bol. Thank you for watching. Namaste.